Welcome back to Spekd. Today I want to be taking these four on a mission to explore the inner bowels of the Blackstone fortress. Woo! Sorry about the motion sickness. But look, we've got the legacy card in play, which is a Chaos Space Marines, and they're on the fortress hunting them down. Maybe they're going to expose the secret of the warp gate. Blackstone Fortress hides things within it. Look, the Noctilus gate. Look, it's right there. But what we have and what they may encounter: the ghouls are ready. Traitor guardsmen, Negavolt cultists, spindle drones, and Chaos Space Marines. Everything is ready to go. The ships are set out. The cards are being shuffled. Exploration is ready to go. I need to put some discovery cards there. And let's make a start with these guys. I haven't rolled their dice yet, so let's get that done. Now, Amelin is already inspired, so she's going to be great to go ahead. See, Pious Vaughn, what's she get? Nice, got 6, 4 and a 1. Let's have a look. Thaddeus, what are you doing? Couple of 4s, a 2 and a 3. And Drake, Grek, our Groot Hunter. Got 6 in there, 5 and a 2. Don't worry about the exact order. Thaddeus is carrying the Blessed Acquider, the Hospitaller Servo Skull, which can heal a wound. Along with this, re-rolling actions and his ability of 6 on healing wound. He's going to be absolutely great in Fortress. Last time it was touch and go with these guys. It was close. We have our ships. There you go. When we need them, we will use them. Didn't really use them too much last time, and I've decided instead of moving around the leader token at the end of every stage, I would just do it for each floor that we search. I think that makes more sense, and Thaddeus will start off as a leader. So we have a challenge card as the first card, and it's no backing down. I think we've seen this one before. So this is quite easy. 2 challengers or 2 explorers from the initiative deck. You shuffle the deck, draw 2 randomly, and they're going to decide to fight. We had this at the very last mission, I think, of number 2, Blackstone Fortress video. And, you know, it was Thaddeus that just gave up and walked away from UR25. That's not a clever fight. And we're just starting, so there's no point in wounding each other. So let's see. Who do we get? I'll just take the first 2. Nope, and Pious Vaughn and Thaddeus, what would they fight over? Nothing. So here's what I'm going to do. Just roll a couple of dice. Thaddeus, Pious Vaughn, there you go. She's the winner. She gets to choose what she wants. And while I'm at it, let's see what we get. We've got almost a full house there. We get to keep. Duplicates go away. The board is set. So let me select an item, and that's that challenge done. We might as well set up the next one, which is Masterful Agility. Deal out 1 discovery card for each explorer and place them face up in a row in leader order. Each explorer can attempt to take one of the cards. In order to take an architect card, the explorer must make a number of agility rolls equal to the card value and not fail any of them. In order to take a clue card, the explorer must make 3 agility rolls and not fail any of them. If the explorer fails the rolls, they suffer 1 wound for each roll that they fail. Okay, after each explorer that wishes to has made that attempt, take a card. Any cards that remain, shuffle back into the deck. Okay, so this could be a chance to get a clue because we have 2 characters here with very high agility. Actually, there's 3. So let's just take 3 discovery. Let's go. That's for Amelin. This is a Drake. Oh no, please give us a clue. Is it even worth it? We're so close to the start. I don't even think. I'm gonna scrap those and just shuffle them back into the deck. Alright, exploration, combat. So this is our first combat. Let me get this ready and we'll make a start. The plan is for all combats is to get as many cards as possible because I want to get as many clues as possible, and that's key. And I'll show you what I draw for Pious Vaughn as well. Tactics for this map is straightforward. I'm going to head in and get as many objectives as I can. See if I can get Pious Vaughn inspired, hopefully with 1 or 2 of these markers, by eliminating targets that are there. We've got to see who they are. And we've got the snipers in the back that have a lovely range straight down the corridors there. Corridor fire 1 and 2. They've got this. This should be no problems. And then 4 exits. I say that and I remember how the fortress treated me last time. Okay, let's have a look, see who we got. So enemy number 1 is 8 traitor guardsmen. And enemy number 2 is 3 Urgals. That's not too bad. Let's put the 3 Urgals on. And the 8 traitor guardsmen is on here. Let's get them mainly in cover, as they say. And this is brilliant, especially for Pious Fawn, because if she can get those guys, that's brilliant. Her flame ignores cover, and she's got a few shots there, for the 6 especially, and she's even got a chain blade, which is really good. Use a 1 for moving. But initiative order, we have the hostile group 1, we have Pious Fawn, we have Thaddeus, Amelin, Dayak, and hostile group 2, which is UR Ghouls. So let's make a start, see what the traitor guardsmen do. It's been a little while, but let's get back to it. Let's get Blackstone dice and 18. So first of all, line of sight. So they are others, they are going to onslaught, which I believe, if I remember rightly, is attack the closest explorer in range, invisible to hostile, and attack them again. So it's 2 attacks. And that will be this guy here. We always start off with the closest model. That would be the leader of the group, with pistol, melee. So he's got great dice for attack. Let's see, there's nothing there. Okay, so that's him. So next, let's go for that one around the corner. 14. Kind of get used to remembering these now. So he's in cover. 14. He's got an onslaught. He can't fire. So technically, I think he's in other, which is onslaught. He can't fire. We have the guy there, melee weapons. 13. He's in cover. So he's gonna, well, he's left to charge or fire his weapon twice. Yep, let's fire a weapon twice. Oops. Once, critical, and nothing. So let's see if Pious Fawn can defend that. Her defense is the same, so can she get a critical? Yes, she can. Yes! Yes! Okay, that's 3. Grenade guy. What's grenade guy do? 10. Okay. What's his range? Apparently it's onslaught, but what's his range? Ah, he could throw the grenade quite a way. So let's see. 1 success. Or nothing. A C. Pious Fawn's defense. Nothing. Oh dear, she takes a wound. First things first. So we have 3 which are out of range now, which are not in cover. So they are pretty much in other. So let's see, 14. It's onslaught. I swear, okay, it's onslaught. No, well, can't make that attack. 6, aim, can't make that attack. And 5, advance, finally. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2. There you go. Advance is other. Yeah, and actually no, sorry, my bad. Move then attack. So long range las gun. Nothing. Okay. So it's Pious Fawn's turn. Now she has a special ability, which means that she has an inferno marker which she can block things out. But a secret agenda is to slay 3 hostiles with a single cleansing flame weapon action. There it is right there. So I'm going to spend that. Wait, hold on. Range 2 to 3. She's not close enough. So let's move her up. I'm going to use 1 from the board. And let's move her with a move of 3. She's got minimum. 1, 2. And her best range is actually 2 to 3. So what we got? We got 1, 2, and 3. That's good enough. I like that. So let's try with the 6 to see if she can get her cleansing flame. So 2 blues, which are 2d12, and it ignores cover. If she gets all 3 of these characters, yeah, that's it. She's inspired for the rest of the game. So that's a critical. That's 1. So let's take grenade guy. He's deadly. Let's roll again. That's a single wound. I can't re-roll it because I'm not inspired yet. Oh, that's such a pain. That's unfortunate. Let's roll again. Critical. Oh, so unlucky. Sorry, Percival. So let's use the Inferno. Once per activation phase 2 empty hexes. They have to be adjacent. So if she was 1 square back, that will work better. So what I'm going to do is use a normal flame ability and 1+ from this guy, and that's critical. That takes him out of play. She could go again. I mean, she could go again. Okay, let's go again on this guy, and she didn't finish him off. And then she could lay down covering fire there, so that takes care of her actions. 1 wound is in place. Let's put down those flame markers. There you go. So if anyone comes through to her, now they'll have to basically burn. So we're going to see if she's inspired. I have to roll less than her total wounds, and nope, 18 is not inspired, and these guys go back into their pile. Next is Thaddeus. That's a shame. He could offer the re-roll. Any other mission he actually can. So they can't do very much. He does have his auto stubber. So let's move him closer, a range of 3. So if he comes into here, yeah, okay, let's move him up. And we actually, should we move him that way? He's a move of 2. So if you use those 2, he could be brave. 1, 2, 1, 2, that puts him there. Range of 4. And let's fight the Earl Ghouls there with his servo stubber. He can go for that twice. So he can fire once for a cost of 3+. So that's okay. Let's see what happens. It's got 2 there. So we'll go for the first one. They're in cover. Let's see what happens. 1 wound, cover, nulls it. Second one, nothing. Oh dear, you're on your own. Thaddeus might be out. He'll be fine. Actually, I could use the Blessed Aquila to roll that again. This is 1 action or 1 dice. So that will be a wound. Is it 1 dice? Let's just double check. 1 action dice. Okay. So that's being used this turn. So he can't use that again until his next go. Let's have Drek just shoot one of them. Shoot the first guy, which you can see. And that's a purple, and he misses. That's no good. This is not looking good. I can move him up, at least get him into better position. So maybe give back up now. That's 1, 2, and 3, so they can share the square. He doesn't have cover, so he doesn't get his craft ability, but what he can do is he can put down a trap after battlefield's been set up, but before combat begins. Oh, I could use a move action to put down a booby trap, so I've missed that. Actually, place it in hex that is adjacent, does not contain any explorers. Okay, so he could put down a trap there. So flaming wall trap, that's absolutely horrible. Imagine the cult is running down there, or the traitor guardsman getting stuck. That's why they need a land by. Alright, let's have a look. Okay, let's fire again. That's the only option he's got with his Kroot rifle. He's a bit closer, he's a bit more deadly when he's closer, and that's how deadly he is. So let's go again. I hope this works out. This is not good. Oh. Let's get the right dice. There it is. And that is the luckiest guardsman ever. I don't know how you still survive. Alright, let's see what Amelin can do. So let's move her up. One dice she can move 4. So let's move her 1, 2, 3, 4. She's already inspired. She's going to need to move again. Let's take the 2 here. And her best position is actually, what's the wrong one? Either in close or a range of 4+. So she can't get in to a range of 4+. So she'll move in close and she'll start chopping away. Yes. Okay. Right. So let's use a blade. A 1+. She gets 2 of these. Let's go Urgle number 1. Right, critical. That removes 1. And let's go again, because that's all she's got. And 2. Well done. Let's see if she's inspired. No, she is not inspired. Okay. So that covers those guys, and the last group is hostile group 2. Now I know I did that slightly out of order. I moved Greg around, but you know, they could have just gambited, it wouldn't have mattered. Or cover fired, I should say, because they could see each other. So that's okay. Game state has been restored. So let's see what the ghoul does. Let's bring that in. And for the ghoul, 16, close quarter combat. He's in close or engaged, 16. He's got onslaught, so he can attack twice. So frenzied. When they make an attack, make 3 attack rolls, carry them out individually, 1 at a time. And he gets to do that twice. This is bad news. First one misses, second one's a critical. Amelin's defense is, oh, I thought it'd be better than that. Well, she reduces it to a single wound, that's good. Third attack, success. Can she reduce that? No, she cannot, so that's 2 wounds. And that happens again. First attack, nothing. Second attack, nothing. And from the Urgle, third attack, critical. She needs to defend this. She reduces it again. So that's 3 wounds she's suffered in that short period of time. And seeing the card is empty, let's get those on there now. Okay, so Thaddeus is there. He can heal her up. He has the ability to do so once per turn. That's fine, I'm not worried about that. That was one of my main concerns, and it's been resolved. So that's the first turn. Let's get on to the second turn. I'll shuffle the cards, sort out initiative, and we go from there. But before that, what does the Blackstone Fortress have to say? 6. It is not dead yet. I have to pick an enemy character, put them back on the board. You're an explorer. There you go. So that's the initiative order. We have Thaddeus, Pius Vaughan, Hostile Group 1, Dayak, Hostile Group 2, Amelie Shadow Guide. But because those 2 are close together, I'm going to switch them over for covering fire. So just switch in positions. I didn't actually roll to see if Amelie was inspired. Let me just quickly do that. How many wounds they have? Nope, not enough. So I'm here taking a minute to think here. Brain's going. It's late night. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's move in. First of all, Amelie Shadow Guide. She's going to go. She's only got the 1 action that she can take, and that is the Power Blade action. So let's hope that that gets rid of that last ghoul. Otherwise, there could be problems. And it's just 1 wound again. So that's not going to be good. But we could make that 1 wound, and that's fine. It's got 3 left. Maybe I should just let Thaddeus to deal with that. Vaughan is up next. If the traitor guardsman had gone first, they would have walked straight through that fire. So what I want to do is use the cleansing flame to see if we can burn out a whole area. Once again, oops, wrong dice because it's on a 6+. So let's use the cleansing flame, and we've got nothing for the first person. Second one, that's a second wound, so finally that one goes. We've got no sense moving in, and I've got to do destiny dice. That's one here. Destiny dice, we get to keep all of them, or bonus. But none of that's any good right now. What would I like? Let's be brave. Let's move in. And let's start with a chainsword. Why not? Take this one, Vindictive Flamer. Yep, and that's a grey dice for attack, nothing. Let's take out the big boy, Chain Blade. And there we go. That removes that one. Now, I can only use 2 dice there. Let's leave it as that. I mean, I could move her into a better position, or I could attack again. Let's just attack again, we might get lucky. Let's take the 4. Take the 4 of Destiny board, and let's use a Chain Blade again. And that is typical. So that's all of our actions done. I should have saved one for recovery, but I didn't. Next we have Hostile Group 1, which is right in the midst of, and they don't reinforce. So let's see what the first guard does, which is engaged. Traitor Guardsman, give Traitor Guardsman, there we go. Traitor Guardsman. So the first one, 3, is engaged, falls back. Second one, 5, it does an onslaught, engaged, is in cover. So aim and we'll fire, and I believe aim, fire at the furthest explorer that's in range. So that would be Amelin. This is not good news. And it's a las gun. Nothing. Alright, okay. This might be okay. Last one, 3. They are going to hold, no, aim again. So Amelin, I'm sorry. 1 success. It passes through cover. So it's neutralized. Okay, no problems. Right, Drak. Your traps didn't get used, but don't worry about it. Let's see what we're going to do with you. Let's move you up. 6. So 1, 2, 3. Let's eliminate the cover. 4. Why not? Just eliminate the cover. Let's get rid of no need Traitor Guardsman. Let's face it. Let's get our blades on. Double blades. Let's go. So double purple twice. 1 wound. Same guy. Critical removed. Okay. Let's, by the way, did Vaughan get inspired? No, she didn't. Let's have him attack again. With 3. Nope, can't do that with 3. It has to be a 4. So we take the 5 and critical. There you go. So now for his inspiration, he gets double the wounds of man, and he needs to roll under that. And 15 is not under that total amount. Brilliant. So that leaves Hostile Group 2. Do they reinforce? Please don't reinforce. Okay, they don't reinforce. Thank bloody goodness. So the Urgles, let's see what they do. They are engaged. The last one is engaged. Doesn't understand who it's messing with. 1. That's right. You're gonna fall back. Was the best place for him to fall back. 1, 2, 3. See, Amelin was about to take the blade to him, and he just ran away. He was just like, "Nah, I'm not doing this today. I've had enough. I've seen what happened to my buddies, and I'm running." You know, I don't blame him. That's just, this is the way it is. Amelin's Shadow Guide is awesome. So Thaddeus, let's see what he can do. Let's move him 2. for starters. So 1 and 2. Get him in some sort of cover. Not the best cover, but that's okay. Let's activate the healing servo. So that will remove 1 wound from Amelin. Let's use a battle cry, which is rallying cry, sorry, which will remove another wound. I could do that again. It doesn't say only you could do it once. So you know what? Let's not take any risks. Or actually, no. I could, you know what? Use the last dice there. Move another 2. And now use that last dice. And that will heal up Pyre's Form. I mean, that is his buddy. And let's fire some servo skulls. Servo skull? Servo stubber. You would think that this is like being filmed at like almost 1 o'clock in the morning the way I'm going on. Okay. So the 3+, let's fire that stubber at that first guard there. Yes, he is in cover, but well, that's just reduced. And really he's just got 1 move left, nothing else at the table. Might as well leave it as that. And so that's turn. So really we've cleared the board, we've moved forward, pretty much dominating. We've got the portals almost ready to open as we need to. I'm probably going to open this one. Let's get rid of those 2. Let's collect hopefully what will be clues and no architect, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I rolled a 12 for the destiny or the event table, and that means that the portal opens up at the furthest place, and right now the furthest place is either one of those 2 portals. It makes no difference. These 2 have pretty much cleared the map. The initiative is Hostile Group 2, which is the Urgals, Thaddeus, Traitor Guardsman, Pyre's Form, Dryad Grek, and Amelin's Shadow Guide. All the dice have been rolled up, and look, you can tell they've been rolled up because they're all beautiful and the board is empty. Also, this happened, but fair game, no problems. So let's see if the Urgals reinforce. No, they do not, and it's the Urgals action. So 18. And they are other, and it's a rush. It's a rush, move, and then charge the closest explorer. So 1, 2, move, and then attack. So let's have a look. So their attacks, 3 attacks. 1 critical, 2nd nothing, and 3rd will be a normal hit. Amelin's defense here. I really should have tried to gambit them. Defended, 2nd one. Nothing, so she takes a wound again. So she's wounded twice, but I'm not too concerned. I mean, Thaddeus has got this covered this turn. Talking to Thaddeus, let's move him over. 1, 2. Activate both his healings. You may be thinking like, why am I doing this now? Because it could easily go from being really clear and simple to your characters are dying. So if I do this now, before she gets into lift or before anything goes on any further, we should be okay. So that's his move, and let's get an attack off with his power mace. Maybe he can deal with this. 1, that's a critical. Okay, so that removes that character. Do I want to fire the servo stubber? Actually, I just kind of want to move with that character. So let's move him 1, 2, and he has to stop there. I would move him further using the pull, but there's no need to. Right, who's up next? Hostile Group 1, do they reinforce? No. 5, do they? No, they do not. Yes, they don't. Okay. So what does that 1 guard wish to do? He's going to get brave on his own. 7, because he's engaged. He's going to do an onslaught. And he's got a las rifle or las gun. Let's see. 1, miss. Come on, be brave. You could do it. 2, miss. Oh well, that's your turn done. Pyre's Form. There's nothing for her to burn. So let's move her up. 2. She's going to turn over that discovery card. Please be a clue. Architect. By the way, she drew a clue for her choice from the deck last turn. What does she want to do now? Let's move her over a touch. There. And let's play Burn the Nation. Not burn the nation, just like, you know, burn the character. And we just use a chain blade. It's 1 wound. No, it isn't. It is. Oh, it's alright. It's 1 wound. And again, no, no good. So she didn't do the job. Whose turn is it now? Try it, Greg. What do I want to do with him? Let's move, shoot. So, move. 1, 2, 3. Let's turn that over. Yes, turn over the discovery. Oops, wrong dice. Let's turn over the discovery and then shoot. Because all we need is a single. Alright, let's see what this discovery is. We have to leave it to Emily. Okay, if I get all the architect cards, I'm sure all that's left in there is clues. Trust me, there are clue cards in there. I checked because I couldn't believe how bad the last run went, and I did shuffle, so that's been removed. At least we've done the 2 things that we needed to do. Amberlin Shadow Guide. Come on, just put him out of his misery. So let's just shoot. There you go. It's done. 4+, removes cover. Looking at a headshot here. You gotta be kidding. Let's go one more time. Right, there we go. Does she inspire? No, she doesn't, because he's only got 2 wounds. One more model that would have worked. And let's just move her. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So she will be in the lift. I haven't put the lift there because I have to move everything out of the way. It's pointless. Let's now. We've done that. Got the item. No wound token. Let's have a look at them. They look okay. Okay. So let's get initiative order. I'll shuffle up. See what happens. Hopefully we'll escape. What does the Blackstone Fortress have to say? We've got an 18. Heroic effort. Pick someone to recover. We don't need anyone to recover. This has been a good run. Shame we only got architect, but let's continue. So that's the initiative order. Let's get everybody into lift, starting off with Pious Vaughn. Let's see what we can do. She moves 3 at a time. There you go, that's the Blackstone dice, so we lose those 2. Take that 1. So she can move 1, 2, 3, and then she'll move into lift 1, 2, and the third part there. She's covered, but she'll have a line of sight to these squares, and I think I'll just put a flame down there. There you go, flame set up for Overwatch. So that becomes a 3, that becomes a 1. That's her resolved. So if anything springs out that portal, we will get it. It will burn. Amelin Shadow Guide can step back 1 and just go on Overwatch. So all these just become 1s. Let's find a 1. So I remember, just in case, because if anything respawns, we got it. Talking of respawns, Hostile Group 1. Let's see if those Coast Guards come back. They don't. Hostile Group 2, Urgles, and they don't come back. Thank goodness. Alright, okay. I forgot to move Drake Greg. He would just move into the lift because he's got nothing better to do anyway. He would have been on Overwatch. So Thaddeus is the only one to move in. So he'll move in with those dice. He gets into the lift. He'll be standing next to Amelin Shadow Guide, and when he heal up that last wound that I forgot to put on the character, and that sorts out the servo skull. So that's that mission resolved. Let's see what's next, and I'll get these set up, clear away, and go from there. everything else, and it's got here in leader order each explorer takes 3 weapon actions. The first weapon action is treated as if the explorer was attacking a hostile visible to them that's not in cover at range 3 hexes. The second weapon action is treated as if the explorer was attacking a hostile visible to them and is not in cover and is range of 4 hexes. Then the last one is at 5 hexes. So long as the damage from each explorer adds up to more than 4, they get to draw a discovery card. So we've gone through 4 missions, so everything goes back to, oh look, and these are the rolls, we'll go back to him. So at range of 2, 3, then he can pay for this one, 3, 4, and then 5, 6. So he's got 1 purple, then 1 purple. How many times? Service double twice, carry out 3 times. Okay, it's got to be the same target. So the first one, let's see what he gets. Actually, you better use a servo stubber. Yeah, okay, you can do that. So attack twice, carry out each attack 3+, and on 5+, one at a time, one after the other. It must be the same target. Okay, so just twice. So 1 wound, 2 wounds, and that's at range 2, 3. Next one, oops, should be just 1. No, and critical. So that's 4 wounds anyway. So he'll get to choose his. There you go, that will be reset. Next will be Amelin Shadow Guide, up close. So again, that was a range of 3 hexes. So she's fine. Long range war rifle, and then the last 2 with 2. So let's see what she gets. 1, great. So all she needs now is just a normal critical. Should be fine. Let's see what she gets here. There it is. So she gets a card as well. Right, Greg, you haven't got much. You've only got, actually, you're not too bad at those ranges. So you've got 1 blue, nothing, and then you got 2. So you critical. You need this to be critical. Nothing. That's unlucky. And then pies full. You're up next. So you've got your Burner Nation there with a 6. That's the best you can do. And then the last 2 are going to be on your grey dice. So let's go 2. I only need 1 critical here. So 1 wound. We need to get lucky here, which roll these at the same time, and nothing. So she doesn't get a card either. So Architect and more Architect. Trust me, there are clues in this deck, I swear. So I swear. The next mission, I'll put this stuff away and then I'll look at the next mission. If it is another challenge, which it shouldn't be because we've done 4 challenges, I think. 4 or 3 challenges. No, we've done 3 challenges, 1 combat. Even though it feels like a lot, we'll have a look and see. If it's combat, we'll do that later. And it is a combat, so we'll do that for next time. It's quite a large combat with an additional area. It seems that the explorer's ability to find trinkets is unparalleled, but they're yet to find clues. That will be the focus of the next episode. I need to hunt down those clues so I can attack a stronghold and get closer to the secrets of the Blackstone fortress. This has been Spekd. PC out.